Okay, so today we're going to talk about global circulation of winds. So the first thing we're going to look at is this area right here, where you can see these winds coming up like this, coming up like this. That's kind of an area where nothing is happening, and we're going to call that the equatorial low. And if you remember that these winds that are coming up and meeting this equatorial low that you can see here too, see them churning, are called the trade winds. And the reason why is that if you could get your boat in there, you could easily get from one place to another. And they're about 30 degrees north and south of the equator. And then following that, we have the westerlies, and they're about 60 degrees. And you can see that they're blowing west. That's why they're called the westerlies. So they're going from the west to the east. And then when we get up here, we know that this air up here is cold because we're at the poles. And we can't really see these winds very well, but these winds are going to flow easterly, and we can't see them very well. So they're going to come back here, blow easterly because they're cold. So remember that warm air is going to rise because it's less dense. And that cold air sinks because it's more dense. So if we look at our animation here, we can see that these airs are coming down here. They're meeting this cold air, and that's going to block it from going any farther, and they're pushed up back towards the equator. So same thing here. They're going up, and they hit this cold line, and they head back down. So this line here, where there's really not much happening, that's called the polar low. And that's the space between where the polar easterlies are meeting the westerlies. So the cold air is blocking the warm air from going up any higher. Let's see if we can see something else new brewing. You can see this going back this way as an easterly, going from east to west. You can see this band of air right here. That's our Gulf Stream. It's going to be involved in a lot of our weather. I was hoping we'd get a little tropical system going here somewhere.